G'day, Michael here. Today I've got my Cossel back on the air. Hallelujah. What I'm aiming to do here, with the little trick that I learned with the volumetric control, I'm realising that I can apply the same recipe of the volumetric control to this fine tip. And as I'm seeing more and more of it, I'm finding the best thing I should do really is to set a volumetric limit for each different tip configuration I use. Now currently I've got a 0.4mm tip in this machine, and you can hear on the higher speed motions the maybe I can even show it to you. Where are we? The feeder is actually kicking back, so it's over the pressure limit of what the filament feeder can actually deliver. But another cute little, it almost seems paradoxical, but people think about precision of a print. Now, I'm using a Cossel printer, or Cossel style printer, or a Delta machine, which is inherently probably less precise than the XYZ stages, and certainly the XYZ stages with screws. But there's also another problem with motion and for precision, and that is inertia, and like any momentum that you've got to cancel out. Now the Delta machines have got very little inertia and very little momentum, because the opposite of inertia is momentum kind of thing. Moving an object or having to stop it is still a form of acceleration, so inertia works both ways kind of thing. But because the Delta has much less inertia or momentum to overcome, the precision at speed is in fact very high. Now this, I'm doing this particular print to basically test out the new head that I've just put together, but I'm running fairly fine print here, and you can hear that I'm over extruding, so I'm going to have to change the volumetric limit down a little bit. So that's the little cue for that. But you can see the hexagons are very beautiful. The machine's going very fast, but the precision is still there, and that's because the inertia is not fighting against the the robotics positioning. Yeah, well, I thought that'd be a little interesting thing for you. I have had a few viewers question accuracy actually of the laser, funny enough, and that screws are more accurate and so forth. But you've got to remember also that you are in fact moving. So the faster you're moving, the more problems you have with inertia and momentum. While a screw arrangement is great for precision at lower speed, the moment you get speed happening, you actually create problems with all that momentum you've got to overcome. The acceleration and deceleration is really your enemy. So low inertia is very important. Now on my little XYZ, the cruiser machine, it's got the feeder motor actually at the tip, which again is a lot of mass that has to travel. Whereas on the Delta here, there's, I'll just zoom out a tad. On the Delta here, there is very little mass that has to be accelerated and decelerated. And virtually every motion basically every motion involves all three motors doing the acceleration. Whereas XYZ stage, it can quite often be just one or two motors involved with the motion. So yeah, there's a lot going in favour of the Delta machines for speed and then precision at that speed. So precision is a bit of a funny thing, and it's worth understanding the total differences. If you don't have a few different types of designs of machines, you won't really get this so easily. But yeah, I'm seeing here, even with the speed, I've got reasonably good precision. I'm sure you can probably see it quite well. I'm trying to zoom in and keep focus. Now the hexagons there, you can see they're pretty fine and they're pretty fast being produced, and the precision is quite nice. I've got a bit of a dag there because I'm playing with my extra feed on restart. On this machine, yeah, everything happens so fast you scarcely see it. With the XYZ unit, with the large tip, things happen slow enough you can see what's going on. Whereas my eye's having trouble tracking this at all. And I've noticed when this thing really gets going with high accelerations, the video camera doesn't even catch its accelerations. So yeah, it's quite interesting. Anyhow, I guess that's it for me. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, ask a question, leave a comment. Bye for now.